community in which I belonged to all 4 years of high school was the varsity cheerleading team. When most people hear the word cheerleading, they think of peppy girls in short skirts, but people neglect to realize that the sport was started by men, for men. In 1903, the University of Minnesota created a Yell Squad composed of 6 males, which led to a male cheer fraternity called Gamma Sigma. The sport remained dominant by men until the 1920s. In fact, several U.S. presidents were cheerleaders, including Dwight D. Eisenhower, George W. Bush, and Franklin Roosevelt. It wasn't until 1923 that women were allowed to cheer for the first time. During this decade, cheerleaders add tumbling and acrobatics to their routines. Mutual engagement, joint activity, and shared repertoire are all forms of genres that function within my team. In cheerleading, we mutually engage during our halftime routines. We enable the combination of a shared passion with our diverse backgrounds and come together as what we call a team. Joint enterprise refers to the common purpose that binds the people together and provides a unifying goal. Our purpose was to motivate crowds and football players and exhibit a pristine halftime routine that our coach and ourselves would be proud of. Our shared repertoire refers to our continual development as a team. I've cheered with most of my teammates since childhood or freshman year of high school. Our shared history helped shape our sense of identity and belongingness to the varsity team. My community is distinct because we are unique from all other sports teams at my high school. We are an all-girl team, and we utilize teamwork in a different way than, for example, field hockey or softball. We have to be in sync at all times, and trust is the most important aspect to stunting. If a flyer doesn't trust her bases or back spot, she'll be less confident in the stunt and it will most likely fall. Our methods of communication are through our WHRHS Varsity cheer page, emails, 2:30 p.m. meetings after school, and using counts to dictate motions during our routines. The WHRHS Varsity cheerleading team is unique by its own language. During our practices, we speak in ways that differ from all other teams. Our vocabulary consists of cheerleading terms such as flyer or top girl, base, back spot, and front spot. The flyer or top girl is a person in the air during a stunt. She must push off her base's shoulders as hard as she can and have a strong core when executing a stunt so that it can be formed cleanly and so it won't fall. There are 2 bases. They hold the flyer's feet and control the movement of the stunts. So if the flyer needs to go higher, they must lift her up higher, or if she comes down, they toss her and catch her. The back spot of a stunt can also be considered the stopwatch and/or spinal cord of a stunt. She does all the counts for each stunt group and holds the flyer by the ankles so that she's always stable and so her ankle won't roll. The WHRHS Varsity Cheer Team does not usually use front spots as our stunts are in general easily executable without the extra support. Front spots, however, are extremely useful when performing highly advanced stunts such as a basket toss. Our language differs from other teams because in, for example, soccer or field hockey, they share the same vocabulary. There are midfielders, goalies, defenders, and forwards. Similarly, hockey and lacrosse share like positions as well. In fact, baseball and softball share identical vocabulary when it comes to positions. While our team seems like our communication is not flawed, we experience an abundance of arguments as well. According to Gary Lane Hatch, part of living in a community is arguing. In fact, he stated that humans may be genetically similar, but no 2 humans are physically identical. So, although we may have similar experiences as humans, no one has experienced the world in the exact same way. Therefore, our differences are what divide us in certain instances. In cheerleading, we overcome diverse ideas by either consulting with the captains or coach and develop a consensus as a team at a meeting. Although some members might come up with a unified consensus begrudgingly, they adjust to the situation and the drama usually doesn't last long. We allow negotiation and persuasion in meetings because they cause people to change their opinions in a willing manner. As Hatch states in Arguing Communities, as long as a community is not torn apart, the difference in diversity of thought can be the strength of a community. There have been times of quarrel when girls would quit the cheer team due to diversity of thought during a team meeting. During the fall 2014 season, my coach announced that seniors would have to participate in tryouts for the fall 2015 season in order to make the team, instead of automatically having made the team as seniors. Some girls were so irritated that they refused to join the cheer team their senior year. Unfortunately for them, the announcement was overruled before they knew. I am a proud constituent of the WHRHS Varsity cheer team community, and I believe that without my 4 years of development and growth on the team, my experiences and personality would differ greatly.